Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. TGIF for those to whom that has significance. To most of us, it's another day. But it's Friday, and welcome. Welcome. I almost forgot about this morning. I've been so busy. I went and looked to get my setup, and I hadn't even created the video yet. So there was no pre-chat because mea culpa. But we're here, and last minute, got to keep the streak going. Anyway, here we are. Drink it this morning if you got it. Yes. It's a very important part of my day. Good to see everybody piling in here. I see Kiltsy had a great crowd this morning. I wasn't able to watch, but I did take a look to see if he was done. And I noticed there was like 87 people in that particular stream. And I don't think he makes two streams. I don't think he makes the cell phone version when he makes it himself. So he had more viewers because it was split between two different formats. And I saw 87 people there at the end. And he had a nice little discussion going on with DC and Kelly. And I'm sure that was a very good show. And I've been up since 4 a.m, working and scrambling and thinking, and here I am. And here you are. So good to see you. Everybody's getting ready for the main event tomorrow. The main event. Not the kind of event that's going to make it onto ABC Morning News, but in our community, in fact, in our little part of our community, it's been anticipated. I'm talking about the meetup up in Boston tomorrow at noon with Barry and Danny and a live stream that we're going to have here starting at noon. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be entertaining. And we're going to try to invent a way to allow everybody who wants to participate virtually. Why not? Why not? It'll work or it won't work. It'll be entertaining as hell or boring as hell. Who knows? Who knows? But like everything else, you never know until you try it and see, who participates. So I'm inviting everybody, right after Rick tomorrow morning at noon. Everybody who is a member of this community. Maybe a lot of you have never been to a meetup. See what it's all about. Come in. Log in. Join the panel. Talk to all of us watching. Talk to the people who are actually broadcasting or logged in, kind of like field reporters from the event itself. And if you have to, bring your own food. Bring your own food. So I'm looking forward to it. It's another one of life's adventures, and that's about all we have left. At least I do. Every day is a new day. I just wake up every morning and say, how can I have an adventure today? Because if you don't have an adventure every day, especially after you get to be my age, you've done your thing, you've had your career. I still have to work, and I do, but I can't imagine life without that. But I want to have an adventure. It might be silly, whatever it is. And if it's something I haven't done before, so much for the better. There's nothing like a new adventure. And this meetup live stream tomorrow is going to be a new adventure. It may be good, be a waste of time. We'll see. I actually have no expectations going in. I hope, and I don't like to hope for things because it usually leads to disappointment, that it'll be fun for everybody. But we'll see. We'll see. It's up to you. It's up to you. I can't sit here for 4 hours by myself and just keep entertaining people. It's up to you. We had a great live stream last night. The members, we laughed our asses off. It's just so much fun. It's just so I want to thank everybody that participated, all the guys and Danny. We had one woman in there last night, but we had a full house and it was really, really fun. So here we are this morning, and the first one in after I finally got this thing posted about a half an hour beforehand was Richard Williams paying attention, and Tuka down there in Finland, Lady June over in the United Kingdom, Mike Silly Sr. is here with us this morning, Brian Dish, Jerome Musa, how are you? Linda McDaniels, good to see you. Good to see you from Michigan, and of course we have Rick from Miami. We had fun with Rick last night. We did. We had fun with Rick. I said at the beginning, I've been trying to get Rick to smoke cigars now, and he just doesn't want to have any part of it. And I said, I've also been trying to get him to grow a beard. And I keep saying it, and he keeps laughing. Well, Thomas, who was on the panel with us last night, decided to make my dream come true. So Thomas, that's Target Prime Rib, who's now sporting a very nice goatee of his own, turned on his AI and made my dreams come true. Made my dreams come true. Good morning, Rick. I don't know. I kind of like the look. I kind of like the look. It's maybe a little sinister looking. Maybe Fidel Castro like, but I'll tell you what. I think Rick could pull it off. What do you think? Anyway, Rick's a good sport and all this stuff. The best part of this picture right here is not Rick. It's not Rick. It's Milton with the beard and the cigar. Oh wow, you gotta love it. So again, we were having a great time last night, and you wouldn't believe the stuff we were coming up with. I don't know. Did we even talk about carnivore at all? I think it's a great. Those Thursday night things are like a great break, because I always say, what more do you need to say about carnivore than basically eat meat? Tough to maintain a YouTube channel and keep it interesting when you got two words as the brunt of your message. But Rick, thanks for being a good sport, my friend. Thomas, how you doing? Thanks for being creative. And Barry Simon has already created a meme from that picture. So you guys don't let any grass grow under your feet, that's for sure. Barry Simon, speaking of my friend Barry, is here this morning, and all from the meetup in Massachusetts, WEFM. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cliff Medina. Hiya, Cliff. How the hell are you, man? Great to see you. Great to see you. Cliff, with blast from the past, man. Good to see you, man. Lacey Campbell, how are you? And Barry Simon says, hit the thumbs up button. Sandy Blythe says good morning, and Tuka says good morning to Sandy, his woman. Barry puts the meetup details up. It is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. And Kiltsy checked in. Good morning from Kilts. He's not in the chat in the green room here, but he has said good morning to everybody, and we'll see if he has time. I don't know. He might have surgery, or he might be busy, or he might have just popped in. Oh wow, what timing! I mean, do you know? We could. Hold on. Let me get Kiltsy in here and get that cleaned up and get the message off the thing, and bring my friend in, Kiltsy.
Mitch, how you doing today? Beautiful day.
If I was any better, it'd be illegal.
I've been hanging out with you over here on the big
Cool.
screen. Yeah.
Well, I think, and you and I understand this, that there are no coincidences. I mean, I was thinking about you, and as soon as the words come out of my mouth, I don't know if Kiltsy's going to be able to come in this morning. Boom, up you popped exactly at that instant, and I don't believe that's a coincidence.
It's because I wasn't actually listening to you because I had some other things that I was listening had to take care of. So same thing. It all just it comes together with all the people that's part of this community. That's the beauty of it all, right?
Well, it happens with family too. You start thinking about, oh, geez, I got to call my daughter, and then the phone rings, and it's your daughter calling you. Yeah. I do believe we are connected at that level to, and the closer the people are to us, the stronger that connection is, which is why family bonds are stronger than most anything. Yeah. I wrote about that in my book. A lot about that kind of phenomenon. People just take it as coincidence. That sixth sense, that clairvoyant kind of connection.
Well, so maybe there are some molecular structures within our that vibrates energy that is picked up by our glycocalyx, the antenna, that are there because sound. I mean, look at we're all communicating without wires, and so there's energy that touches something that we don't even know.
We're putting that out there. If you've ever seen an EKG, an EEG, and they hook all the wires to your brain and all the different waveforms that we're putting out, well, we're no different than a radio station. We're transmitting and we're receiving, and we're all connected from some giant organic internet to each other. And that doesn't even take into account what they call quantum consciousness now is another deep thing. But I got to congratulate you, give you a round of applause. It didn't take you 6 seconds before you were able to figure out a way to work in the word glycocalyx. Yeah. You think you're being slick, but we know. We figured you out.
Well, it's kind of interesting when you think about it, because if you look at Nikola Tesla's development of towers in an attempt to sort of capture energy waves, right? And in essence, there's electrical charges that are coming off plants and sending out signals that are not always pheromones or shapes or colors. There may be something else out there, right? Just like migratory birds or fish and other animals that return to their original birthing place.
Well, all that stuff fascinates me to no end. You know that. We talked about that. Yeah. And that's a problem. No, it's not a problem. It's a good thing. You and I get together and hours go by. And we just go off into all these, what most people would consider science fiction. But it's not. It's reality, and it's observable.
So I was working to find some chicken to send my brother through the internet. And I was at, I think, Costco or Walmart or something like this, looking around. And they didn't have chicken with bones or skin on it.
Yeah, I know.
It's all skinless, boneless.
I get from Sam's Club, I get the chicken thighs, and they're great. Got a lot of fat in them. You can tell the amount of fat that even renders out of them when you just put them in an air fryer. Shows you there's plenty of fat in a chicken thigh, and it's dark meat. It's delicious. It's the only chicken I eat anymore. I don't eat wings or breasts or any of that crap.
And the same with duck. You could get duck with skin easily on it. That's what I found. And the same thing, the thigh, the duck thigh, the chicken thigh with skin and the bone is the healthiest thing we should all be eating. And we're just it's all processed, and they've taken out all the right stuff.
Rick says, parking lot chicken has feathers.
I'm just wondering how good the feathers taste.
I don't think Rick eats the feathers, but
and what are the feathers made from?
I bet you it starts with glyco. Whatever it's coming out now, it's going to have a GLY in it.
And I imagine the glycocalyx, the feathers, also have a charge that affects the interaction with air particles and other things that allow them. Because I was thinking about clouds, right? Clouds, there's electrical energy in them, right?
Yes, of course. There's energy in everything. I was, and this gets. I don't know if this gets a little much for the morning crowd here that talks about how much butter they put in their coffee, but I got off on a tangent. Over the past day, and even this morning I read a little bit up on it, exploring protein folding. Okay, without repeatable, accurate, dependable protein folding, no life would exist. It would be impossible. And all of the factors of including post-translational modification. I got the word out first, but there are so many other factors that either can screw up the way a peptide chain folds into a protein, and if it does screw it up, it creates all the diseases known to man because the proteins aren't doing their job. It's like having a motor in your car and only one cylinder works. It's not going to work very well if it's not built right. So that's a fascinating thing. But that would be you could devote your entire life to that study and still not know everything that's involved. It's so complicated. It's so complicated.
Look up post-translational modification and how many post-translational modifications happen to a protein besides the folding part of it.
Well, the folding part is the uninterrupted or unimpeded reaction of all the forces of all the different molecules that make up the peptide chain, all different amino acids. The post-translational modification are the outside influences that jam up or gum up the works when a protein's trying to fold, but most of them or many of them have proven useful and actually improve the function of the protein and are necessary. Other ones damage the protein and make it useless. So it's incredibly, and I think there are 600 or more identified modifications now. So you take 25,000 proteins, which is what we actually code for. You multiply that times 600 plus modifications for each one of those proteins, and you're getting up into the millions. You're getting up into millions of different types of little molecular machines that either are necessary for life or make you sick. It's that complicated. It's that complicated. It's crazy complicated, which is why I always say we are not equipped to micromanage it.
Mhm.
Stay the hell out of it. Eat meat, period. Eat the right food. That's the only thing and the best thing that we can do to guarantee at least a chance at a better result. But that doesn't make for many YouTube videos. How many times can you say that?
Well, there's 600 post-translation modification videos. Plus,
Yeah.
there's the number of you take the number of base pairs, then the number of amino acid sequences, and then the number of sugar sequences, and the number of phosphorylations, ubiquitations,
Ethylations, methylations. Yeah, of course.
it's
And
infinite.
it's now I will prove my point. When I said this type of conversation usually goes over the head of most people, Tuka down there in Finland says, question, are
Yeah.
Mitch and Doc talking Klingon?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. We love Tuka. We love Tuka. So, Robbie Archie says, we are getting schooled this morning.
Yes.
But when you and I, we have these conversations, and they're so meaningful, and all they do is just increase the amount of wonder that you have at the forces at work causing these things to be, most important, repeatable and dependable. Because how many times a day do you think in every cell of your body combined a peptide folds into a protein? A billion, a trillion? How many times a second does that happen? Thousands of times a second.
Speed of light.
Yeah, speed of light. So
Light.
what? And how many times does a cell divide and DNA is split into two cells, and there's no errors in the copies, no mutations? It's more dependable than not. To me, that's the actual wonder of it all. The fact that it can keep happening, and usually it's something that we do or eat or take as far as drugs that actually interferes with all that elegance that we have without even thinking about it. We don't have to waste our time thinking about it. It's fascinating, though, isn't it?
Well, think about cyclospora. That's just one microorganism that's found in the human feces, and it's delivered to us from lettuce from Mexico, right? And plus all the fruits and vegetables, seeds, nuts, salad, pasta, pizza, bread that is manufactured somewhere in the world, and somehow the human feces of the people preparing your food are delivered directly to you, and you cannot wash them off. The oocytes of the cyclospora, they attach to the plant leaf, and they have it's like one of those mites or the ticks that once they grab a hold, you're going to scrub them and you're going to bleach them, but you can't get rid of them. And I call it all nature's toilet paper, and we're all sick. Now, how much cyclospora is in ribeye steak or in a chuck roast? Or
not unless you put it in a lettuce wrap. I don't think any. Yeah. And it's funny you say that. Lori said, "Ew, feces," But somehow our conversation always comes around to the back door, doesn't it?
I mean,
but
well, I want to say, so who's wiping their butts around the world of the people who are cooking the food?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, you read my mind. I was saying the one thing that has always made me laugh when I see it is the sign in the bathrooms that say employees must wash hands. And I always say, what are the odds? I mean, what's the real number of how many employees, number one, don't wash their hands? And then I picture surgeons scrubbing for an operation. And I picture an employee in a McDonald's restroom. He goes within a foot of the water, and that's washing hands as far as he's concerned, you know?
Well, but maybe what they need is someone else to wipe the,
Yeah.
not wash the,
Yeah,
because
that's
the problem is no matter what you do, it's everywhere anyway, but it's the fact that you touch it, you can't clean it off completely.
no,
And,
no.
you know, and we're relying on the people who pick the food, but ultimately, where's the bathrooms for any of them, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
yeah.
right,
And
man,
don't ever dare send food back to a restaurant and complain about it, because you'd be horrified to know what you're getting back. What the cooks do to your food. You don't ever want to piss off the cook that makes your food in a restaurant.
what are the odds that cyclospora is only in the human gut and in no other gut of any other
No,
organism?
these things are these things, and there's millions of different strains of them. And the best we can hope is that we have a good immune system, because we have the machinery, or else we would never have evolved. We would have been dead a long time ago if we. So you have to trust your own physiology. And the only way, I keep saying this over and over again, the only way and the only thing you can consciously do is make sure you give it the proper nutrition. That's debatable, and that's where all of our vegan versus carnivore comes in. Well, yeah, we all agree that the human animal needs proper nutrition. So do our pets, and so do the ants crawling on the ground. But according to who? What's proper nutrition? Well, we have our ideas; they have theirs. That's as far as we can take it, I guess. I
Well,
got to get myself a funny hat like you have. I like that.
here's my other one. Here's my other one. These are my two funny hats that I wear.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah. It looks like something I finger painting in kindergarten.
It's kind of what it is. It's all
Yeah,
figured.
pretty neat. Pretty
It's all,
neat.
listen, I've got to go 7:30. I've got a call, and I wanted to stop in. Hello and beautiful day to everybody. I'll see you tomorrow on
Yes.
your live, and I'll be in Boston with Barry
And Danny and the whole crew, and Gary, and a cigar. Gary might bring a cigar for you. Listen, while you're up there, I'm going to officially appoint you today as an old guy carnivore roving reporter. So I want to see you log in to the live stream, and you can, as you go around and talk to people, you could actually bring them into the live stream too, if you wouldn't mind doing that.
I'm going to do it. Absolutely. I look
All
forward to
right.
it. Everybody have an awesome day. Mitch, always, God bless you, and have an awesome day, everybody.
Thanks, Kelsey. Always good to see you, my friend.
Bye.
Take care. So what have we learned here today, children? If you are a fly on the wall when Kelsey and I are having a conversation, after a few minutes, you'd be so confused you wouldn't know which way is up. And you better not try flying for a little while. Yeah, we have a good time talking about this stuff, because, and the reason is, it's just when you delve into things at that level and you start talking about chemicals, reactions, and the chemistry of life and everything, it is so fantastically complicated that it's awe-inspiring to certain people, and other people could care less. And a lot of people get, like I do. If I wandered into somebody's calculus lecture, it would take me about 3 minutes before I say, nah, see you. But that fascinates the two of us, and one of the reasons why we get along so well. You can almost visualize what's happening at a molecular level in every cell of our body, and then multiply that times 1,000,000,000,000, and then wonder about, well, how the hell is all this happening? And then you start learning about the way all these cells communicate with each other, and what the hormones do, and what the proteins do, and all this. It is so amazingly complex that if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. If it is broke, try the one thing that seems to work better than everything else. Make sure all that machinery gets the proper materials and nutrition that it needs to do what it knows how to do without you. And you can take your conscious mind, go out into the world and worry about really important things, like who's going to win the TV contest, and what sports team is going to win, and who plays fifth race for the whatever team. You can worry about that shit and leave the complicated biology management stuff to your own subconscious mind, which has learned over eons how to make it work. Just feed it right. That's all you can do. And so much of the other things we do to interfere just screw it up. They screw it up. We're always trying to fix things that if we feed them right and leave them alone, they'll work good. And look at the mess we've gotten ourselves into now. Very frustrating. Okay, and Peter says, I think my head is going to explode from all this lofty science talk. Well, Peter, I would think that you'd be as interested in that stuff too. I would think that. You gotta have, I guess, a natural interest. And I guess my new nickname was Scooter Mitch. Robbie Autry, how you doing? And Robbie and Lambs, a little better late than never. We're the winners at 7 o'clock, followed by Don Shanger, Loretta Nadow. Good morning, darlings. I can tell you that without even reading it. Have a fabulous day. Chuck, here's the music as usual. Rick is quacking. Kiltz is chiming in. This is back at 7 o'clock. Kathy Brown. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Good morning, Mitch. Good morning to you. Danny. Excited? Are you excited about tomorrow? I think we all are. It's going to be great fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it from my studio in here. I'm going to do it from my studio in here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I'm going to do it from in here. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take breaks now and then. And I will remove this view from the screen. I will log in on my own little new cell phone like this here. And I will grab a cigarette.
That sounds exciting.
Whoa.
A new phone is a great opportunity to explore fresh features and customize things just the way you like.
My phone loves me. She talks to me occasionally. We are so much in trouble with this technology. I don't know what triggered her to say that. At any rate, I won't say phone anymore. I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to put it up on that little tripod. I'm going to just stay out there. I can still control the broadcast from out there. I can still bring people in to the chat. I don't have the mixer. I don't have music and all that fancy stuff, but I'm going to take a little cigar puffing break tomorrow during this thing, especially at maybe one of the slower times when people are so busy stuffing their face that they don't want to hear or talk about anything else. But we're going to try to make it fun and entertaining. Like I said, if it is, it is. It's great that Kiltsy's going to be there. I think Barry and Daniel will probably be roving reporters too. And I think there's going to be a notebook computer set up with the stream running on it. And maybe the stream will be running on the big TV on the wall so people can see it. But I talked to email Barry last night, and I said, set up the notebook in a place where as the people come in, they can say hello to everybody that's in the stream. Come up to the notebook, say hi, and then get on with the meetup. And I just hope that everybody who's not there physically, couldn't make it, will feel like they're being included, not just as an audience, but as part of the event. And anybody's free to come and go. They don't have to come and stay there for 4 hours. Come in, say hi to everybody, log out. I'm hoping that there'll be so many people wanting to come in. That's wishful thinking, I think, that people are going to have to make way for some new people. I will get these messages that the stream is full and so, or somebody's trying to log in. So we'll see. We'll see. It's something that's going to be impossible to plan. It's just going to unfold. It's going to unfold. Everybody's saying hi to Kelsey, Barry, Simon. Good morning, Kelsey. And Rick was trying to say to Tuka, oh, behave. I missed the letter. Tuka, oh, behave. That comes from a meme with Mike Myers and Austin Powers and Tuka that Barry made. Most of you have seen that already. Brendan McIntyre says hello, everybody. And Lacey says hello. How are you? And Danny says, Dr. Kiltz, she can't wait to see you tomorrow. Kiltz is so exciting. Everybody's saying, Kiltz. Now, Kiltz and I got started. Rex Ford is here. How you doing, Rex? Good to see you. Donna Ray, Bacon Runner. Always good to see you. I'm just now looking for people I haven't said hi to. And here's where Peter chimed in. Hi, Peter. I guess you're off again. Cool. Expect you to be involved tomorrow afternoon, you and Rick and Thomas and the usual suspects. Yellow Roses here. That's Leslie. And Max is here. Hi, Max. How are you? How are you? Said hi to all the Mitch Fits. Some things never change. Some things never change. Who is this? This is Isabel. Hi, Isabel. How are you? She says, have a wonderful day, everyone. Ty Briggs is here. Another Rick. Rick, how you doing? And Anthony is here. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Melissa's here from Texas. Hi, Melissa. And Liz is here. Hello, Liz. How are you this morning? Happy Friday. TGIF. TGIF. And evidently I was still on with Kiltsy. Liz, do you follow all that post-translational modification talk and peptide chain folding and all those other things? Is that something that fascinates you? I would imagine it would. I would imagine it would. I'm trying to read the conversation. I don't want to read it. I'm happy to hear that, Peter. My glycocalyx is feeling amazing this morning. As well it should. As well it should. And Donna says, I won't be there. You're only, well, you must have a reason for not going. If it was an hour and a half drive for me, I would certainly be there. But if I couldn't make it, you can't make it. So come into the live stream. You can be there. Now we're talking about chickens. Wow. And Kelsey's still here. Rough Carnivore from Guam says hi to Kiltsy. Pardon the silence, but I'm gonna try it. We got I got behind in the chat because of my time with Kiltsy, although I'd rather be talking to somebody about something that's interesting and try to catch up in the chat later. And Rick, it's going to be a YouTube kind of day for you and me tomorrow, isn't it? You're going to be on from 8 until noon, and then from noon until whenever, if you come into this stream. And I just got a text, and I wonder who it's from. It's from Barry Simon. Did you get the Rick and Milton video? I think I got that last night, Barry. Hang on a second. Hang on. Oh, I get so much of this stuff. Rick and Milton. Here it is. Okay, I found it. I didn't download it yet. I looked at it on my cell phone. You sent it to me after the stream last night when I was winding down and my phone was going crazy, and I was trying to get to a point where I could relax. So let's see here. All right, a day without a meme is like a day without sunshine. So let me go ahead. We all know what this means. And here it is.
Milton, my furry friend, nothing beats a good cigar.
You said it, Rick. The aroma is divine.
And as carnivores, we appreciate the good stuff.
Absolutely. Meat and cigars, the perfect pair.
Here's to indulgence, my friend.
Cheers indeed.
That Milton is pretty sophisticated sounding cat. Gotta tell you. That's kind of reminiscent of the, and it was done on purpose, of the commercials with the most interesting man in the world. Do you remember those commercials? The most interesting man in the world. He would say, I don't normally drink beer, but when I do, I drink so-and-so, you know. Those memes are getting scary good. My one suggestion was we need to get an olive drab military looking hat on Rick in that thing to make him look like exactly like Fidel Castro. But that, what else did you send me yesterday that I missed so far? Rick and Milton chatting, Rick with a beard, got that. Okay, we built up to a number of different iterations until that you just saw was the final culmination of all the funny ideas that we were having on this panel tonight. It's silly. It's silly. I still profess, if you can't get silly, you're missing out on what makes life worth living. And as serious as I can get, and I strive to find situations where I could just be silly and bring out that inner child that in some of us is buried so deep it's gone forever. I don't want to let that inner child die. To me, that would be the true meaning of death. Not getting old or anything, but just not having that inner child to play, that can go play and giggle at funny things. If you can't do that, try to find it again. It's easy to say, but because it's easy to lose it. Again, like I always say, when you're up to your ass in alligators, you tend to forget the objective was to drain the swamp. Well, that has a lot of meaning of life stuff in it. And we get too lost being afraid of and running away from alligators when we forget that we actually jumped in the water with a purpose. Great saying. There's a lot of I love sayings. I think there's a lot of wisdom in sayings. And let's see if there's any wisdom in my phone going ding. Usually during my live stream, when my phone goes ding, it's usually something. Yes, it is. It's usually something that very few people call me or email me or text me during the 7 to 8 o'clock hour in the morning. So it's usually Barry Simon or somebody like that. And Barry Simon has another one for me here called The Last Man on Earth. Can't wait to see this one. Who's the last man on Earth? Well, let's see.
Well, looks like I'm the last man on Earth. No more lines at the DMV. That's a plus. But the dating pool is looking pretty shallow. Guess I'll have to start talking to the furniture. Hey, couch, you single?
Oh, Rick. Rick, the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, Rick and Gary and Peter and me. It's great. It's great. I like that, Barry. Barry, thank you. Thank you. And have a great time tomorrow. I really wish that I could be there, but I'm going to be there virtually. Virtual Mitch in spirit. And we're getting there, and I am, oh, good. I'm scrolling pretty fast to this. 7th, less than 15 minutes behind. I may catch up. John is here today. Hi, John. How are you? Less junk, more health. Good morning. He says good morning. Jerry Voitish loves the Mitch and Kilt show. I think we would, if the two of us got on every morning and talked about that kind of shit, I think we would lose most of our audience within a week. I think we need to be silly more. I really do. Maybe it's true what they say that, you go through certain stages of life, and when you get old, you basically revert back to childhood again. I think there's a reason for that. Otherwise, why bother? Why bother? If all you have to look forward to is more pain, more doctors, more suffering, more recoveries, more physical therapy, who wants to play that game? Not me. Not me. Lori says, Mitch is the gadget. You have no idea what's going on out my back porch. You have no idea. Let me show you. Mitch is becoming the review king, I guess. All right, let me pull up a couple of pictures here for you. This came yesterday. Oops. This came yesterday. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. Hang on. Ecleo or Ecleo is an e-bike, not a trike, but a regular bike. I have mixed thoughts on that, and I have to give it a lot of careful consideration before I decide if I want to ride it. I agree to review it like I'm some kind of expert e-bike reviewer. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I can only give you my opinion. In that respect, any reviews that I do on these things has got to be refreshing. It's not another one of these wannabe Olympic bicyclists who knows everything there is to know and does infomercials for these companies. when I review something, it's basically you join me as I'm surprised and tell you what my impressions and opinion are. And I try not to sound like Billy Mays from OxyClean, like a TV pitch man. But there's a reason why these companies are sending me these scooters and bikes and trikes and everything. It's because they're trying to get their products shown to different markets than the cyclist enthusiast. Because the cyclist enthusiast is already an expert. The cyclist enthusiast has got 1,000 different brands to choose from when he decides to buy something. And my job in doing these kind of reviews is not to sell these things. It's basically just to introduce these things. I don't care if anybody buys one or if I get a commission or not. It doesn't matter. I enjoy having the toys, and I can afford to do this. So I don't need to make a living on the commissions from stuff that I'm pitching on YouTube. So I'm not a YouTube pitch man. But this, I have a trepidation because it's two wheels, and I don't know if I trust my balance enough yet, and I cannot risk getting injured. And what more than likely will happen is that I will recruit somebody to actually ride the bike for that part of the review. Because I'm not really selling this particular e-bike. I'm selling the concept of one of these e-bikes as a vehicle or a means for people who are getting older to get out of the damn house and go out and get some fresh air. And I can only tell you from my personal experience that getting out on that orange e-trike of mine is so great. And even taking the scooter to the park and throwing a drone up in the air has brought so much of my life back that I thought was gone forever. So for that reason, and the fact that I like new toys that come in big boxes, I'll review these things. But my reviews are not going to be like any of these other e-bike specific channels. I don't give a shit about the shifter and how many gears they all use. Interestingly enough, all of them, even the big name ones like Trek and Giant and those guys, they all have exactly the same components. There are only 5 different manufacturers of motors for these e-bikes in the world. 2 main manufacturers of battery cells, Samsung and LG. All of these so-called manufacturers like Ecleo and all of them, they just buy the same frames and the same components and the same electronics. And that's why when you look at all of these different reviews of all of these different bikes, when you just look at the picture, it looks like the same damn bike. And I noticed that right off the bat. It was the first thing I learned. So unfortunately, today it comes down to which one are you going to buy. And if you get the same components or pretty much the same components and know what you're getting, why not buy the cheapest one? Because if you expect to get great service from the companies you buy these from, forget it. They just want to sell you extended warranties. How are you going to get the bike fixed? How you going to box it back up and send it back to them? Buy a cheap one and throw it away when it breaks. So this is a very inexpensive one, and for that reason, I'm hoping it's really good. And it's going to be an adventure doing the review on it. But I've got a screen porch absolutely full of this kind of stuff. I got another picture. I think I got a picture of the whole. Is this it? No, that's not it. Hang on a second. I'm going to find it. I want to find it here. I cleaned out. There we go. This one. I cleaned out my whole porch. I had a bunch of furniture, got rid of it, and made room for this, what is now a collection of scooters and e-bikes. This was the blue one here is the first scooter that I got. Then I got this one, which is the one that I just finished the review. That's the one I rode around the park. Then there's another one right here. See it with a little blue thing on it? See this one here? That's the new one that I'm in the process of reviewing that actually folds up suitcase size that you could take on an airplane with you. It's incredible, incredible. And then of course there's the trike that's sitting in there, and on the other side of the trike is the box with the bicycle. And then I got another one in a box that I'm going to wait maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and that's from Meet One. They sent me their new foldable scooter. They're the people that made the bike, and I know their shit is good. So that's the fourth. So now, and that's the current state of my screen porch. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do if anybody else wants to ship me anything in a big box, but I'm having a ball. And ask Mike Sealy, who comes over and visits you should see the look of amazement on his face when he comes in and sees this. And I'm just having an adventure. I'm not making any money. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I'm going to have to sell it off, or I don't want to give it away because it has value, and I'm not in a financial situation to be a philanthropist these days. And I'm earning my money. These companies are getting their money's worth because I'm producing marketing materials for them. Whether it's sold through my channel or somebody else's, it doesn't matter. Half the time, these affiliate links are hijacked these days. That's another sad story. I know damn well my Amazon commissions are being hijacked. Somebody is hacked somewhere and redirected anybody that goes in through my links to their account instead of my account. There's a whole there's been YouTube videos about them doing this. There are articles about them doing this, warnings that they're doing this, and I can only think that since I'm earning no money from all my Amazon links anymore, I don't care. I don't care enough to file lawsuits or chase these stupid people that are stealing. They're going to steal everything. I don't do it for that. I do it because I get a kick out of it. And it's fun having these toys. And these toys, including that elliptical machine that I did, are enriching my life. And after all, isn't that the reason we're in this community? To learn things that we can do to make our life more fun and to make us have less pain and have more energy. I guess I'm trying to show you an example because I'm probably one of the oldest people in this community. There are a few 80-year-olds in here, maybe a 90-year-old, but they certainly don't make themselves too well known. And my phone is going ding again. Let's see. There's one other distinct possibility. It could be a Sam's Club ad. Barry Simon, Scooter Rentals. That's great, Barry. He took the picture that I just put up on the screen, and he's got a heading on it that says Mitch's Melbourne Scooter Rentals. That's what's happening. I won't do that. I'm almost afraid to sell them or give them away because somebody's going to want to, well, what happens if it breaks? Are you going to fix it? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, my friend. Sometimes it's better not to bring any human being into it for any reason, because no good deed goes unpunished. I can tell you that by personal experience over and over again. That's great, Barry. Thanks. And yes, I'm not disappointed. Not disappointed. Once again, prophesizing Sam's Club. They never miss a trick. They never miss a trick. Any coffee left? It is 7:59. I have coffee left. I have not nearly made it to the end of the chat. I've had a great time, though. I'm just enjoying myself here this morning. Let's quickly run through the last half hour of chat here, pretty quick, and see if there's any QQQs. I can't be taking the time to read it. I can just scan it for QQQs. I don't see any. Any QQQ so we can wrap this up. Kelsey wrapped it up a couple minutes early today, and I appreciate that because everybody came over here. Tuka, thank you so much, my friend. $3 super sticker. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. I see Louis is here. People are talking to Louis. Hi, Louis. Good morning. Good morning. And Kevin, Corgi Lover's here because Peter's talking to him. And Rick says, "Am I a cyclist?" Well, Rick, you are. Anybody that rides a motorcycle, a bicycle, is a cyclist. And but you're not. We've all seen him on the road. We've all seen him on the highway. People take things to extremes. Take lifestyle to a narcissistic level. We've all seen him on the street, usually riding in packs of 4, 5, 6, 7, dressed up in these ridiculous-looking costumes. You know what I'm talking about. With their stretchy bike pants, their wildly colorful flower shirt that looks like they're professional athletes with numbers and branding all over them. Their specially made gloves, bicycle gloves, their designer helmets, and their frigging attitude that they own the road. Get off of my road, you friggin' bicyclists, please. You all know what I'm talking about. Well, the law says we have the right of way. Get off of my road. I used to live on a scenic highway in Broncos, right on the intercoastal. Those friggin' bicyclists would drive me crazy. Them, the joggers, the dog walkers, you could hardly get to your house in a car because it's an obstacle course. These people who think they have more of a right to the road that runs to your house than they do, than you have. It's crazy, the attitudes of somebody, and they all dress up like morons on these things. You'd think they were in a professional bike race competition. Anybody ever sees me out there dressed in an outfit like that, just shoot me now. Shoot me now. And those are the people that are doing the e-bike reviews on YouTube. And I've watched a ton of them in the past couple of weeks, and it's the same thing as the same bullshit as everything else. It's infomercials. Very few of them are critical at all because, after all, they got a free bike out of it. That's the reality of it. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. And, I may be wrong. That's my guarantee. Question from Kathy. You can get a nice tax deduction if you donate some scooters to... No, I can't get any tax deduction, Kathy. It's not how taxes work. I never reported the bikes as income. I can't. I'm not going to either. You can't get a tax deduction on income you didn't earn. You can only you can't make it so the government owes you money. So you can't get a tax deduction about that. And if you try to write it off as a charitable deduction and you get audited, the IRS is going to say, "You show us how much you paid for it." Well, I didn't pay for it. Well, it had value, did it? Yeah. Well, then you had some kind of things we consider income and you didn't report it, so you're going to jail. No, you can't. That's a biggest misconception, the misconception of write-off. You got to make profit before you can write it off. I've made no profit on these bikes. They gave me bikes. Basically, I can depreciate those bikes in 1 year. So I can depreciate away any value that they gave me and not owe tax. But I didn't pay anything that I'm entitled to make tax deductible. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. I've had such humongous losses in my life that I could never never, at a time when I was making no money, what good would the tax write-off be? Incredible. Incredible. Everybody's trying to fix me up. Peter says I need a pretty meat-eating girlfriend. You go get one of them, Peter. Not me. Not me. Not anymore. I sometimes think it would be great, but I can't. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I refuse to take on that responsibility at my age in life. Making sure that if I don't put somebody else's happiness and needs above my own, then I'm going to find out what the hell is wrong with me. And I'm going to find it out every minute of every day. And what I need to learn and what I don't understand. I can't take it anymore. I've had a lifetime of that crap. Sorry. If I was 50, I might still be looking. But, okay, we got to the bottom of the chat. Yes, yes, yes. And let's play a little happy music here. And get the hell out of here and get on with our day. I know I have a lot to do. And that's it. That'll wrap up my week here on YouTube. I have places to go, people to see, things to do. I will get to it. Probably stop in at Rick's a little bit tomorrow morning. Get ready for that live stream at noon. I will be back then. See you then. I don't know if Kelsey's doing Sunday or I'm going to do Sunday or we're going to stop doing Sunday. I have no idea yet. We'll work that out. It'll be a surprise. So thanks everybody for coming and thanks for putting up with me. Thank you, Kelsey, for coming to visit. Lori says, thank you, Mitch. Better with a Coffee Group says, Anthony, Robbie Autry, go smoke that cigar, Mitch. You can count on that. Danny, happy day, everyone. Jerry Voitis, a lot of applause and love. Peter, Brokeback Mountain was a great movie. Okay, Peter. Corgi lover, Kevin. Ciao. Ciao to you, my friend. And oh yeah, I'm back in before the goodbyes, and that's going to do it. Standing by says goodbye. Rob Autry says that's my girl. Thank you, Ms. Lori. Have a good day, everyone. Says Mike Seeley Sr. Everyone, see you at the Boston meetup virtually. Leslie, have a great weekend, Mitch. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate that. Kathy, it's Friday. Bye. FRYDAY. See you there. Mike says, Danny, Rough Carnivore, see you all and everybody else. You know what to do. Take the rest of the day off. Step 1. Step 2, eat meat.